You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, GH fans, it's time for our weekly prediction edition. We are going to talk about Unhinged Kristina Corinthos killing her sister, Sam McCall. As you know, all of our predictions are based on recent episode activity, the latest promos, and official ABC soap opera spoilers. Today, we have got predictions about Christina and Sam, about Alexis, about Sasha and Cody, about Jordan and Isaiah, who is the new doctor, Dr. Isaiah Gannon, and Lucky Elizabeth and Rick. Let's dive right into it. All right, our very first prediction is that Alexis Davis is arrested for the shooting of John Cates. So last week, Rick and Elizabeth told Chase they saw Alexis throwing a gun off of the little footbridge. Liz really didn't want to go testify, but Rick pressured her, said it's the right thing to do. And of course, Liz thinks he has an agenda because he and Alexis have such a spotty past despite sharing a daughter. But Liz did the right thing because she's a good person, no matter what Rick's agenda is. So on Monday the 9th, because of their statement, official spoilers say Alexis is under scrutiny. And Chase is talking to Dex. And you remember last we saw Dex, he was over at Sunny's helping Anna secure the premises for her search warrant. And there is a gun missing. That's the gun Alexis threw away. Meanwhile, Jason has the gun that killed Kate in his pocket. He's supposed to be destroying it, but Anna brings him down to the station. So Jason's in a really weird spot. Hopefully he won't get caught with it. He's pretty clever. So we'll see. But Chase wonders to Dex if Anna is looking at the wrong person, talking about Sunny when they have this statement about Alexis having a gun in her hand right after the shooting and then basically tossing evidence. On Tuesday the 10th, Anna is let down. Maybe that's because she doesn't have anything from that warrant to use to arrest Sunny. Wednesday the 11th, Anna is chasing more answers. And by Friday, the 13th, Mac arrests someone. Is it Alexis in the case of John Cates' shooting? Maybe. We know the PCPD, doesn't always get things right the first time around. All right, our second prediction, Sasha and Cody make love and are falling deeper in love. It was a couple of weeks ago, I think, when Sasha and Cody were about to make love and they were interrupted by Violet and Tracy coming into the stables. And on Thursday, the 12th, official spoilers say that Sasha surprises Cody. I don't imagine that they've done the deed off screen, and they were interrupted, and I don't remember seeing them back in the sheets together unless I dozed off and missed something mid-episode. Let me know if I did. But Cody is head over heels, and Sasha finally seems to be working through her grief enough to consider another lover, maybe even another love in her life. So maybe, just maybe, the surprise that she has for him is, her in lingerie or, a romantic bath, candlelight, roses, romance. It'd be kind of cute if she was the one to seduce him. Our third prediction, Jordan Ashford and this new cute doctor, Isaiah Gannon, may be love interest. Jordan has been heavily invested in finding out who Isaiah is. She doesn't even know his name. He's a John Doe, and she's not a detective. She's the deputy mayor, but the writers don't care about that. And it looks like Isaiah may be sticking around. He is friends with Lucky, and there's a lot of reasons to have him. And as far as we know, he will stay at least for a while. And the only other really interest that Jordan has had romantically is Brick. And he's not around that often. And to be honest, I find their vibe kind of weird. He comes off like a Mac Daddy on the make. And Jordan has been kind of flirty with him, but he's not on contract. He is very busy over at ESPN. Stephen A. Smith has a day job. So Isaiah is a doctor, so maybe he will wind up working at GH with her son, TJ Ashford. And that could open a door to them spending time together. Plus, I'm sure Isaiah Isaiah. We'll find out that Jordan was very dedicated to finding out who he was. Plus, there's an assassin after him. And I'm sure Jordan and the other cops, Dante's talking to her about this, will protect him, save him. And this Sidwell guy is going to be exposed. And the bottom line on Isaiah is he's quite hot. Really nice looking guy. He's age appropriate for Jordan. And it has been a minute or two since she had a proper love interest. So I think this could be very cute. And I wonder if that's why they brought him on. There's just not a lot of single guys really her age that she's even vibed with. I was kind of hoping she would vibe with Drew because they did seem to have a little chemistry, but no, he's macking on Willow, which is gross, gross, gross. All right, our fourth prediction. This is the big one. Kristina kills her sister, Sam. Question mark. This is a prediction. It is not a spoiler. I just want to offer a lot of clarity around that. We do know that Sam McCall is getting killed off soon on General Hospital because the powers that be have fired Kelly Monaco. So everybody's wondering, how will she go out? I predicted here last week, and I do still think it's true, that Sam will die so Lulu will live, but that doesn't really answer the question of how Sam will die. Lulu does need a liver. First, they thought they could make do with a little bit from a living donor, but it looks like everything is heading downhill and she may just need a whole entire liver. So that kind of takes any possible relatives off the table. And it's so silly because Laura should know that Lucky's not a match because he was tested back when Lulu was little to try and be a donor for her aplastic anemia, and he wasn't a match, and that's why they introduced the character of Nicholas, her teenage son. But Nicholas can't donate, so the whole thing of her chasing him to get tested, that is a huge retcon, a huge violation of history. Nonetheless, let's get back into how Chrissy comes into play with this. Kristina's been running around with a gun, being all murdery. She wanted Jagger dead, she wanted Ava dead. The gun is gone thanks to Alexis, but Kristina's murderous mindset is not gone. It is very much still present. Spoilers for Monday the 9th say that Kristina, Alexis, and Molly have a very tense showdown. And remember when she heard about Jagger being dead, she said, 1 down, 1 to go. She still wants Ava dead. Now, Ava has since recanted, so Sonny doesn't necessarily need her alive for that. But I think Avery might be a little upset to find out that her father killed her mother. That's not a good look. Tuesday the 10th, Michael tries to talk some sense to Kristina. Clearly, she's talking about her obsession with wanting Ava dead. So I wonder if Kristina is going to go gunning for Ava and Sam tries to stop her, gets in the way, and winds up catching a bullet instead. And she dies. Lulu gets her liver. Wednesday, the 11th, spoilers say that Ava gets lucky. I don't know if it's going to happen that soon, but maybe it's like life and death lucky. It would be lucky for her if someone else took the bullet intended for her, but not so lucky if it is Sam. We do know she's going to die, so maybe this is how she goes out. Our fifth and final prediction: is it going to be Lucky versus Ric Lansing for Elizabeth's heart? Last week, when Lucky was playing poker with Sidwell, they were talking about women you don't ever forget, something in that vein. And Lucky had this flashback to this old scene of him romancing Liz when they were a lot younger. They were dancing around. It was very sweet. And it seemed a huge hint that it's going to be a go for Lucky to try and reunite with Elizabeth when he's back in Port Charles. But meanwhile, Rick is in town, taking her for ice cream, bringing her flowers, flirting. He still has a thing for her, carrying a torch. She's the one who got away. So maybe both of these men are going to be pursuing her. By Monday the 9th, Lucky is closer to getting away now that Holly Sutton is there doing her con on Sidwell. So yeah, Rick and Lucky may be on a collision course. And while both loved her at one time, they both also did her pretty dirty at times. So it could be anyone's game when it comes to those two. Those are our predictions. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't. Definitely drop your comments on where you want to see these storylines go. And come back soon. It's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking GH with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.